How are we doing, folks? Your host Moose here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network as we welcome you to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, where your Pitt Panthers meet the Clemson Tigers to battle for the ACC championship. It's a huge matchup between the Panthers, the Coastal Division champions, and the Atlantic Division champions Clemson, who are looking to defend their ACC title and win it for the fourth consecutive year, as they are also two-time defending national champions. The Panthers really looking to upend a giant and come away with a victory and a potential college football playoff berth. So we'll get things started here with Clemson kicking off. Maurice French back to receive, and the ACC championship game is underway. French takes the fair catch, and the Panthers will start at their 25. You look at the matchup between these two teams, the real story is going to be Pitt's rushing offense against Clemson's rushing defense. The game more than likely will be won in the trenches there. Pickett comes out in the shotgun here on his opening play. Sidecar to the right of him, senior running back Quadri Olison, one of Pitt's 2,000-yard runners on the season. He's over 1,000, as is halfback Darren Hall, over 1,000 as well. Hall's actually the team's leading rusher, though Olison has more career yards and has been more of the star of late. Pickett's going to keep it himself on a read option there and pick up the first down. So Panthers moving the ball nicely here out to about the 40-yard line on their opening drive of the game. 2nd and 5 now. Pickett in the shotgun. He's back. Looks. He's got Arujo Lopes on kind of an angle route there. He finds him underneath. Picks up 11. This is the redshirt senior out of Florida. And he gets another first down for the Panthers as they're at midfield. Now Pickett gives it to Maurice French on a jet sweep underneath. He gets to the outside, nearly gets the edge, and picks up a nice 6-yard gain. If the block would have been held just a bit longer by Aaron Matthews, he could have been off to the races. Darren Hall, who we just mentioned, the senior out of Youngstown, Ohio, gets his first carry of the day, picks up a single yard, and it's going to set up 3rd and 3 now for the Panthers as they're already into Clemson territory here on their opening drive. Pickett back to pass in a shotgun, looks, rolls out wide, has a man, but he overthrows. It's his tight end freshman Antonio Greer. Pickett overthrows him, and the Panthers will be forced to punt it away after a short kick and a Clemson return. They're out to the 19, led by redshirt junior Kelly Bryant. He hands off to the senior running back C.J. Fuller. A lot of talent on this Clemson team, but how they play is really going to come down to the performance of their quarterback, the redshirt junior. It's his first full year as the starter. Deshaun Watson led them to 2 national titles consecutively here, and Bryant now assumes takeover after Watson has since gone to the NFL. And his opening drive doesn't go well. 5-yard loss on 2nd down from Bryant, and then incompletion. He looked a little bit lost in the pocket there, and Clemson forced to punt the ball away. So the Panthers will start over. Pickett will hold the ball on a read option, picks up about 5, gets down and avoids the contact there. Panthers now facing 3rd and 3. A little bit of a pistol look for Pickett with Olison behind him. Paul Leeson, kind of a wingback look. And it's going to be a shovel pass to Lease, but he's brought down. That's a great tackle in the backfield. Clemson's able to force the Panthers into just a single-yard gain. They have to punt the ball away again, and the team's trading punts here in the early going, and nothing doing for Clemson to start off. Dennis Briggs, the redshirt senior out of Pittsburgh, PA, comes in, makes the tackle. A Fuller there sets up 2nd and 13 after the 3-yard loss. Bryant back to pass. He's got, what looked to be his first completion. His top receiver, Dion Kane, over the middle. Great defending there. I think that was Briggs again getting in on the hit and drawing the ball loose. 3rd and 13 now. Bryant back. Plenty of time. Looks, he's going for the absolute Hail Mary, and he overthrows everybody, looking for Ray McLeod. He's 0 for 3 to start the day, and the teams trade punts yet again, with the Panthers taking over here at their own 35. It's Olison now on the handoff. He gets out wide, doesn't get that burst through the hole, and only picks up 2. Panthers now facing 3rd and 6. 3 wide set in the shotgun for Pickett. French goes in motion. Pickett back to pass, rolls out to his right. Nobody open. Great coverage by Clemson, but nobody spying the quarterback. You have to do that. Pickett, he's not a speedster by any means, but he can get things done with his legs, and he does there. Big first down for the Panthers near midfield. Here's Olesen. Does a great job there. Could have been brought down in the backfield. He danced around one Clemson defender, ended up turning it into a 7-yard gain. So a nice pickup for Olesen. Second and 3, he's going to take the ball under center. He goes off tackle, picks up about 4, and it's enough for a Panthers first down. So Olesen getting a good bulk of the offense here in the early going. We haven't seen much of Darren Hall just yet. Greer underneath, unable to hang on there as Bobby McDaniel, the sophomore cornerback, jumps on the route and knocks it away from the Panthers freshman tight end. 3rd and 8 now, 3 wide set for Pickett. He's back, nowhere to go. Huge pressure up the middle brought by Clemson, and they're going to bring Pickett down, but he just gets the ball away. 4th and 8, and the Panthers forced to punt yet again. 3 consecutive punts here to open things up for the Panthers. Fuller, though, gets forward here, brought down after a gain of about 2. Clemson doesn't even have a first down in this game just yet. 2nd and 8, pistol look for Bryant. Back to pass, looking, goes out wide. That's his first completion, but it's only going to go to Travion Thompson for 4 yards, setting up 3rd and 4 now for the 2-time defending champion Clemson Tigers. Bryant in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Looks, forced to scramble, and he's brought down for a sack. That's Sean Wolfgang into the backfield for his team-leading 13th sack of the season. And after a punt, Pitt will take over, and it's Darren Hall up the middle. Picks up about 3 on his 4th carry of the day, only up to 7 yards. And that'll bring us to the end of a very lackluster first quarter. You could argue it's been a bit of a defensive battle here. You can tell when the highlights are like punts and things like that going deep. Very good defensive showing by the Panthers. They need their offense to turn things around here, and hopefully they will as we start the second quarter. Pickett in the shotgun. Olesen checks back into the game. It's a read option. Pickett's going to hold on to it, and he gets just enough for the first down again. It's a nice carry from Kenny. Picks up about 8, needed 7. 2nd and 10 now for the Panthers. Shotgun look for Pickett. He hands off to Olesen again. He finds a nice little hole, picks up about 5. Olesen's done a nice job of getting consistent gains here. He's got 30 yards now on 7 carries, averaging just a little over 4. 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. 3 wide set for Pickett, 2 to the wide side left. He rolls out to his right, though. Looks, again, finds enough room to just get the first down. Nobody keying in on Kenny Pickett. He's up to 34 yards, and he's the Panthers' leading rusher on the day, as they're as deep as they've been in Clemson territory here so far in this game. Pickett goes underneath to Trey Tipton. It's a nice catch by the redshirt junior receiver. He picks up 10, and the Panthers are to the Clemson 20. 1st and 10 now for the Panthers. Heavy formation to the right. Aston goes in motion in that direction. It's a handoff to Olesen. He goes to the sideline, finds plenty of room, and he's into the end zone. Quadri Olesen from 20 yards out, and the Panthers take the lead in the second quarter of the ACC championship game. Look at the blocking here by the Panthers. They seal the edge off beautifully, and Olesen stretches out. Look at both freshman tight ends for the Panthers sealing off that final block. That's Antonio Greer and Jay Ballmer, both linking together to seal off that defender and let Olesen into the end zone. Around the nation, we can see Washington currently opening up a big advantage off the strength of 3 Myles Gaskin rushing touchdowns, and they currently lead UCLA 21-7 in the Battle of the Unbeatens in the Pac-12 championship game. It's really a play-in game for the college football playoff. You'd expect the team that loses, if it stays in that fashion, may not make the playoffs, so they're going to have a big game on their hands out in Seattle. Bryant goes for 6 yards there. He's brought down, and it's going to set up 3rd and 4 now. Clemson still looking for their opening first down of the game. Bryant tries to scramble, and he's brought down. That was Keyshawn Camp, the Panthers' defensive tackle, into the backfield, brings down the quarterback, and Pitt will take over here on their own 18-yard line. Pickett now back to pass, 2nd and 10. He's underneath. That's George Aston. Takes a big hit, does the redshirt senior fullback, but he picks up about 4. It's going to be 3rd and 6 now for the Panthers. First 5-wide look that we've seen of them on this day. Pickett back to pass in a shotgun. Big pressure up the middle. He gets it away. It's a little bit of a high throw, and Paul Lease hauls it in, the freshman from New Jersey, with an unbelievable grab there. Pickett was feeling the pressure, had to let it go, threw it a bit high, and Lease brings it in. Olesen goes for 6 there on first down, setting up 2nd and 4. Now it's going to be 3rd and 2. trips formation to the near side on the right for the Panthers. Pickett back. It's a screen. He's got Aaron Matthews. Sheds one tackler, and he gets forward. Great bit of play from Aaron Matthews, fighting off one tackler and getting the first down for the Panthers as they roll the clock here. We're into the latter stages of the second quarter. Pickett back to pass. Huge pressure again as it was a jailbreak blitz up the middle from Clemson, but Pickett finds Arujo Lopes for 13 and a first down to the Clemson 30. First and 10 now for Pickett. He's in the shotgun. Handoff, it's Olesen. He finds plenty of room to stumble and bumble his way forward. Picks up 11 there, and it's another first down for the Panthers. Pickett's been in the shotgun almost exclusively today, and I think the reason is Clemson's defensive line is just so stellar that the Panthers want to give themselves every opportunity, especially on passing downs, to let Pickett be able to see the field and get the ball out before feeling the heat from Clemson. Second and 7, Pickett, he has Olsen on a wheel route. He could march into the end zone, but he just steps out of bounds there. Just short of the first down even. It's going to be 3rd and inches. I formation set. It's Aston up the middle, and the redshirt senior powers his way forward for 3 and a first down to the about 6-yard line for the Panthers. First and goal now. It's Paul Lease on a bit of a jet sweep. He goes nowhere. Snuffed out in the backfield by Clemson. And Kendall Joseph brings him down for a loss. Second and goal now for the Panthers. Aston lines up as the second tight end. Goes in motion. It's a handoff. It's Olesen, who finds a way forward for a gain of about 4. It's going to be 3rd and goal now from the 3-yard line. Pickett back in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers out to his right-hand side. Back, looking. Here comes the pressure from Clemson, and he can't evade it that time. His first sack taken. He loses 13 yards, and that's huge for Clemson to keep them in the game. Jay Bump comes in to attempt the field goal. He's up, and it is good. But Clemson will take over with just 44 seconds left to try and make something happen. Their offense hasn't been able to move the ball at all today, and I don't expect to see them do it here late in the second quarter. But they do have 3 timeouts to work with there. That's Garrett Williams underneath for a gain of 4. The clock is ticking down to about 20 seconds left now as they get set up. Bryant back. It's a screen. He's got C.J. Fuller out wide. He goes out of bounds to stop the clock, but he's just short of the first down. 3rd and 1 now for Clemson with 16 seconds to play. Bryant, 4 wide set. He's back to pass. Panthers rush only 2. They dropped 9 men into coverage. He does find Ray McLeod for 7, and that's Clemson's only first down of the first half. It comes with 12 seconds to play in the first half. McLeod, they're unable to hold on to this one. Good defending by Kaiser Artis Scott, the sophomore defensive back for the Panthers, with a nice break up here. It's going to be 2nd and 10, 9 seconds to play. Bryant back to pass, goes over the middle. He's got Overton for a gain of about 3, and it's going to be 3rd and 7, 5 seconds left to play. You have to think Clemson's just going to throw one deep here. I was going to say just spew one to the back of the end zone here. It's a great throw from Bryant. He had men deep, but DeMar Hamlin comes up with the interception for the Panthers, and that's going to send us into halftime with your Pitt Panthers leading 10-0 in just a pure amount of domination over the Clemson Tigers. An unbelievable half of football for Pitt. They just dominated time of possession on the clock. Clemson could get absolutely nothing going up front. Their initial runs were going nowhere. The Panthers brought some pressure. They got 2 sacks on Bryant. He's only completed, I think, 3 passes for 23 yards. -9 rushing yards for Clemson. They have 14 total yards, a turnover, and 1 first down in the first half. If the Panthers want to come away with a victory here, all they have to do is keep things up, and they may be looking at a college football playoff berth. An unbelievable half of football for Pitt. Let's see if they can keep it up in the second half here in the ACC Championship. So as we start the second half, the Panthers looking to replicate arguably their most dominant performance of the year so far. 14 yards against in 1 half. But Clemson, we know, has a dynamic offense, and C.J. Fuller is looking to start the second half off the right way. He goes for as many yards as they had in the entirety of the first half, a 14-yard carry and a first down for the Tigers. Big motion offense here for Clemson. It's Fuller again on the handoff, but he has brought down a Superman-like tackle from Sean Wolfgang to bring him down after a gain of 3. 3rd and 8 now. Bryant rolls out. It's a screen here as he looks for Fuller. It's blown up in the backfield. That was Salim Brightwell led the way. And then Jason Jordan, the sophomore linebacker out of Georgia, eventually was able to bring him down for essentially no gain, and Clemson has to punt the ball away yet again. Paulise here on the sweep. He nearly busted it for a big gain. He picks up 5 there on the Panthers' opening play from scrimmage here in the second half. And it's 2nd and 5 now. Pickett in the shotgun. Nice little angle route. He finds Arujo Lopes, who's been so sure-handed today. Brings in another great grab for 7 yards and a first down. Matthews going in motion. Heavy set for the Panthers. I formation. Olesen dots the I. It's a handoff to Olesen. Nowhere to go, though. He breaks off a couple of tackles. He's done such a fantastic job of turning no gains into gains. And that's 7 yards for the Panthers. Darren Hall now takes the handoff. He fights his way forward for about 4. And another first down for the Panthers as they near midfield. Only 14 yards on the day for the Panthers' leading rusher, Darren Hall. 5 wide set now for Pickett on first down. Looks underneath, nearly intercepted. They jumped the route, but were unable to haul it in. It gets through to French, and he turns that into a nice 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4 now. It's Olesen up the middle. Great run there. He sheds a tackler, fights through another one. Big run of 12 yards for Quadri Olesen as he's up to 90 yards on the day very early here in the third quarter. A great performance from the redshirt senior from Niagara Falls. 4 wide set. Olesen blocking for Pickett here. He looks nearly intercepted again. That's Bobby McDaniel, the sophomore defensive back, breaking that up. Pickett looking for Trey Tipton on a deep corner route. Mid-screen now for Pickett. He's got French underneath. Loses a yard there. Nowhere to go. And with the Panthers' offense kind of stalled there at the 35. It was at 10 yards to go. Clemson's offense has done nothing. Panthers choose to punt. Pat Narduzzi playing it safe. It's a good punt from Fox. What can they do with it? It's recovered at the 1 by the Panthers. Clemson will be starting from their 1-yard line, and Pat Narduzzi with a little smirk there. Very happy with the performance of his freshman punter as Clemson's here backed up to their 1. They get a little bit of breathing room, though, as C.J. Fuller goes forward for 7 before being brought down by Barry Jenkins there. 2nd and 3 now in two-set formation. He's in the pistol. It's a handoff to sophomore fullback Ryan Bradford. He goes for 6 yards and a first down. Bryant now, it's a fake handoff there, a little bit of a read option for Kelly Bryant. He fights off a tackle and picks up about 8 yards there, and Dane Jackson goes down with an injury for the Panthers. The training staff attends to him. Hopefully it's nothing too serious and he'll be able to return. Bryant now on a read option yet again. He's brought down in the backfield, loss of 2. Sean Wolfgang with a big tackle there, setting up 3rd and 4 for a Clemson team that's really struggled to get first downs today. It's a handoff. It's going to be Fuller. Paris Ford comes streaming forward for about 12 yards behind the line there. Makes the tackle, but Fuller needed 4, got 5, and it's a Clemson first down. He takes the handoff yet again here on first down. He's leveled by Salim Brightwell after a 2-yard gain there, and it's 2nd and 8 for Clemson as they run this kind of hurry-up type offense. It's a very rushing-oriented attack, but it's a hurry-up type style, and Ford is leveled there. Big block as Bryant gets outside. Clemson's biggest play of the day by far goes for 17 yards and a first down as they're out to the 45. Handoff now. It's C.J. Fuller again. Paris Ford chases him down this time, and Barry Jenkins is able to bring him down after a gain of 2, 2nd and 8. And you can see Dane Jackson will be able to return. Mild injury, should be back in for the 4th quarter. Bryant back to pass now. Looks like they're setting up a screen. It is Tavian Feaster. There's fights off a tackle. Paris Ford comes up and meets him and makes a big stop there after gain of 6, setting up 4th and 1. And Clemson down 10 here late in the 3rd. They're going to go for it. Bryant, read option. He finds plenty of room. He's into the secondary. The Panthers just overcommitted on that handoff up the middle. Bryant kept it and was able to duck outside the line for a big gain. Clemson, the deepest they've been all day on this Pitt defense. Tavian Feaster on first down, nowhere to go there as he's stuffed up by Barry Jenkins in the backfield. And it's going to be 3rd and 9 now for the Tigers at the 28. Bryant looks to the sideline to change the plays back, dumps it off quickly to Adam Choice, fights his way forward, but the Panthers converge on him, swarm on him about 3 yards short of the first down, and that'll bring out Greg Hugel and the field goal team. The kick is up, and the kick is good, so Clemson is on the scoreboard, but they're still trailing the Panthers 10-3. Washington, you can see, making an absolute statement. 2 touchdown passes for Jake Browning now, and the Huskies looking to take control, up 35-21 over UCLA in the Pac-12 championship game. So we'll be keeping our eyes peeled on that one as things progress. Pickett now comes out leading the Panthers out here at their 25 after a touchback. It's Olesen up the middle, nowhere for them to stop him. He's over 100 yards on the day, and that's a first down for the Panthers. 2nd and 9. Pickett in the shotgun. Now, the rushing game has been a very efficient way of moving the ball for the Panthers, and Pickett now decides to do it through the air, rolls out. That's Maurice French for a fantastic gain, his biggest of the day, and it's going to be a first down for the Panthers. Take us to the end of the third quarter of the ACC championship game. The Panthers looking to hold on for their first ever ACC championship as they lead 10-3. So we open up the fourth quarter here. The Panthers into Clemson territory after that big gain to Maurice French. Darren Hall looking to break off his biggest run of the day. Picks up about 8 there and sets up 2nd and 2 now for the Panthers as they'll look to get into the end zone potentially, but also burn some clock and give that Clemson offense even fewer chances, and they've made essentially nothing happen with their chances so far today. Olesen goes for 3 there and does pick up the first down. Pick in the shotgun. He's got a 4-wide set bunch formation to his right now as he's back to pass. Looks. Aaron Matthews wide open, streaking up the sideline. He could go. He's into the end zone. That's a Pitt Panthers touchdown. Aaron Matthews. Unbelievable, a little out and up route there by the Panthers, and it was set up beautifully. Nobody covered Matthews, and then as he broke into the secondary in the second level, Rafael Araujo-Lopes with an unbelievable bit of blocking, and Matthews just streaked into the end zone. He was not going to be denied, and the Panthers have busted open a 2-possession lead again, 17-3. Clemson still trying to get that rushing attack going there. Fuller only goes for 2, and it's going to be 2nd and 8 now. Bryant, it's another hand up the middle. Fuller fights through 1 tackle, ends up getting near the first down yard line. Gain of 8, but we'll call it 3rd and inches now. Clemson giving the Panthers no time to wait as they get back to the line. Bryant, though, resetting the play here at the line. In the pistol here, they send Renfrew in motion. Bryant here, it's a wide receiver option. Great play call, and Kelly Bryant, he's pushed out of bounds. If it wasn't for Dennis Briggs there, he could have went for 6. Huge gain for Bryant of 20 yards, and they're into Pitt Panthers territory here at the 45. Bryant over the middle, nearly intercepted there. Good defending. That's Dennis Briggs yet again with a breakup, and it'll be 3rd and 11 now for the Tigers. Bryant to the sideline, resetting the play. 3-wide formation as he's back to pass. Looks, plenty of time, surveys the scene. He eventually settles for a bit of a check down to Ray McLeod, gets 4 yards, and it's going to be 4th and 6. The Tigers already 1 for 1 on 4th down, but they're going to have to go for it yet again. 5-wide set for Bryant. He's back to pass. He looks, finds Renfro on the sideline, his most reliable target, and the man who's been here for what feels like 100 years gets the first down for Clemson, as they keep their very slim hopes against this stifling Panthers defensive attack alive. Great throw underneath to Ray McLeod from Kelly Bryant there. He's brought down, but not after a pickup of 11 and a first down as they near the Panthers red zone. 5-wide set for Bryant. He's back to pass, looks underneath. Thompson is brought down. Good tackle there. That's Keyshawn Camp, the defensive tackle of the Panthers, who got back and made the stop there, setting up 2nd and 4 now. 3-wide set for Bryant in the pistol. He's back, looking. Panthers rush 3, goes out wide. That's Travion Thompson, picks up 2, and the Panthers, can they get a huge stop here? Bringing the pressure potentially. Bryant changing the play based on the look he sees. He's back, play action pass, looking to the sideline, but he overthrows his man. Huge stop for the Panthers. 4th and 2 now. This could be the ball game potentially as the Panthers bring out a goal line type set. All the big bodies are in. Bryant's a handoff to Feaster. He's locked up at the line, and it's a huge stop by the Panthers. Ryan Lumpkin, the redshirt freshman defensive tackle, very limited playing time for him. He came in, stuffed up Feaster up the middle, and the Panthers were able to bring him down for no gain, and they take over here. 3rd and 5 as the Panthers look to wind the clock down. We're about at the midpoint of the 4th quarter. Pickett in the shotgun. Panthers setting up a screen here. It's Olesen. He's getting out wide. Fights through a tackle there, and that's a huge first down for Quadri Olesen. Nobody is going to stop him. He would not be denied. The Panthers actually missed a huge block there that could have blown up the whole play, but Olesen sheds it and gets first down yardage. Pickett now read option. Nowhere to go there. Clemson had that snuffed out right away, and it's going to set up a 3rd and 8 now for the Panthers. Bunch formation as Pickett's in the one-back look. He rolls out to his right into space here. They bring pressure. He's got Trey Tipton underneath, and he can't get the first down. He's brought down a yard short, and Pitt's forced to punt the ball away. So Clemson, all 3 timeouts, 3 minutes to work with. They're going to need 2 touchdowns and a stop of the Pitt defense. So they're going to need to score, and they're going to need to score quick. Kelly Bryant, though, that's not going to do it, but a huge penalty call there. Paris Ford came up and made the stop, but unfortunately he latched onto Bryant's face mask, and that's a big 15 yards for Clemson. Gets them the first down, stops the clock as well. Bryant now back to pass, plenty of time, looks over the middle, underneath, finds his tight end Garrett Williams, but it's just 6 yards. There's nothing doing there. 3rd and 4 now. Panthers set up in a very deep zone formation. It's a screen, though. Paris Ford nearly intercepts it as he broke on that play and made a great deflection there. It's 4th and 4 now for Clemson. Could be the ball game. They do have 3 timeouts still, but down 2 scores. This could be it. Panthers rushing 3. They drop back into a zone. Underneath to McLeod. He's brought down. Dennis Briggs, the redshirt senior who's been through so much with this program, makes the stop. The Panthers take over at midfield, and Darren Hall looks to put this game on ice. He's out wide. Huge gain for Hall, 24 yards, and a first down for the Panthers as they wind the clock to near 2 minutes to play in this ACC championship game that looks to finally be going Pitt's way. They're getting that monkey off the bat. Hall taken down. He goes down a bit awkwardly there, and he limps off there. We'll take a check-in on Darren Hall a bit later on. Hopefully he'll be able to return. 2 minutes to play now. 3rd and 4. Aston in motion. Olesen as the setback. He gets the handoff here. Great little juke by Olesen. He cuts upfield with purpose. Gets around the defender. It's a first down to about the 11. The Panthers can really put this game on ice now. CJ London, the freshman, getting the run. Picks up about 70. Man, touchdown out of bounds. The clock's going to run for the Panthers. Aston goes in motion to the near side of the field. Olesen into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the icing on the cake of the sweetest season yet that we may have seen since the likes of Tony Dorsett were running rampant at Pitt Stadium back in 1976. And a look around the nation, Washington 42, UCLA 21. That may put an end to UCLA's national championship hopes. Washington will surely be in the college football playoff picture. Bryant now back. He's sacked. That's Sean Wolfgang, his 2nd sack of the game. 14 now on the season, and it's going to be 3rd and 18 for the Tigers as they're really just running out the string at this point. 5 wide set for Bryant. He's back. Looks. Nobody open. He's brought down. That's Wolfgang again. His 3rd sack of the game in the ACC championship game. You couldn't show up for a bigger performance. Sean Wolfgang, what a play, and what a player this guy's turned out to be here in his sophomore season. After a Clemson punt there, the Panthers take over with the opportunity to kneel the football, run out the clock, and celebrate their first ever outright conference championship. Previously, they had won 2004 and 2010. They shared the Big East title, but never won it outright. They've finally done that here in the ACC. They get the monkey off their back. They lost to Clemson in the ACC championship game 2 years ago in this very same stadium, and they come through with the defensive performance of their lifetimes, the best performance defensively that we've ever seen under Pat Narduzzi, and it couldn't have come in a bigger moment. You can see the handshake there as the Panthers celebrate their ACC title, and what a moment it is for this team. And now the question is, Quadri Olesen, unbelievable performance from him. The Panthers accept the trophy and are the 2018 ACC football champions. And now the question becomes for these Panthers, what still remains to accomplish this season? Will they qualify for the college football playoff? 3 seeds essentially are locked up. Undefeated Oklahoma, undefeated Washington we saw, and LSU won earlier in the day. Can the Panthers claim that 4th and final spot? It remains to be seen, but for now, the Panthers just want to enjoy this ACC championship, the first they've experienced under Pat Narduzzi, and hopefully more to come. We thank you so much for tuning in on the Pitt Panthers Football Network. As always, hail to Pitt, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.